Hello everybody, welcome to my first Halloween card series. I am using the Fawn Booyah stamp set. I'm going to do a distress ink background, and as you can hear, I've turned on a little bit of music. I'm going to let the music play while I do the background, and then I'll come back and talk about how I put the card together. So now that I have the background done, I stamped out the images that I wanted to use on some Spectrum Noir paper, and I used my Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I'm going to color up these little images. So again, I'll just put on some music and you can watch the coloring, and then I'll come back when I have them finished. So as you can see, Piper has made her little appearance, and she's going to pop back in here for a second, but I'm just finishing up the rest of the images here, and then I'm going to get them ready to die cut. So here they are after I used the die cut machine. I have a Big Shot, and so now I'm going to get ready to place them on the card. So I'm going to use my embossing buddy just to make sure that the embossing powder doesn't stick to the background, and you're going to want to make sure that the background is nice and dry, otherwise the embossing powder will stick everywhere. So I'm using the Sentiment Ghouls Night Out from the Booyah set. so cute. And I'm going to emboss that really quickly. I'm using white Recollections embossing powder. And then I'm going to use a small star from the stamp set as well. And I am going to just kind of spread them out along the card. And I'm actually going to use silver embossing powder for the stars. I really love using silver in Halloween crafts, especially on cards. I just think it looks nice with like the dark blacks and the purples. So I'm going to get these ready to emboss now. Off camera I do add a few more, but I figured I would just cut that part out because once you've seen me do it once, I'm sure you don't need to see me do it again. But I did kind of spread them out along the background and got them to a nice consistency of how I wanted them to look. And so you can see the silver just really popping on that background. I love it. And then I'm going to get ready to put the ghosts on. So I just want to map out where they're going to go. And so that's my placement. I'm going to use some Zot's Bling Dots, and I'm going to put the littler pieces on with that. I absolutely love these. And I really would recommend them for your smaller die cut pieces. So I'm going to put all their hats on using the Bling Dots as well. And once those are on, then I'm just going to use some adhesive and stick them on the background. I absolutely love this stamp set. I just think it makes the cutest cards ever. And so when I was making this card, I was kind of thinking about my girlfriends and kind of how we would dress up for Halloween. And yeah, I just think it's really cute. So just going to put those down, and then I'm going to put a little flower on the kitty cat, a bow in the Frankenbride's hair, and then I'm going to put the little Boo right on top of her head there. I also wanted to give the witch a little something, but I didn't want to give her the broom because I didn't want to bring in another color onto the card. So I thought I would have a spider coming down from her hand. So I just used a black fine tip marker to do a little web and then put the spider on there using a bling dot as well. So I'm going to adhere this down to a A2 size card base, and so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I'm going to do the finishing touches here quickly. So I'm going to do the inside of the card, and it just says Happy Halloween, and that's from the same stamp set. I'm going to bring those stars back in on the inside. That'll finish the inside of the card. Then I'm going to get out some silver stickles, and I'm going to use it in the center of the flower on this little piece of the hair for the Frankenstein bride, and then on the buckle of the witch's hat. And once I get those all set, I'm going to come back and use a purple color for the bow. And then I believe I'm going to get out my Wink of Stella pen. Yes, so I'm just going to use some Wink of Stella glitter brush pen on the ghost just to give them a little bit of shimmer, because I think a shimmery ghost is a cute ghost. I don't know. Who doesn't love glitter on their cards? And then I'm going to use these rhinestones that I just got at my local dollar store, and I'm just going to put an odd number of those on the card. So I put 5, just as kind of stars, a different type of stars, kind of the look I was going for. So there's the card. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon for another card.